seems to be working, I think, in theory. I don't have much experience with Twitch, so bear with me. But hello everyone. I wanted to make this for a while now. Play The Secret of Monkey Island on my Atari ST. That's the machine that I had when I was very little. I was, I think, 5 when I first played The Secret of Monkey Island. It is actually this machine. I got this monitor recently on eBay, so this is the only thing that is from my childhood, but also the mouse. Look at this old thing. You talk into it. Hello. No, you don't. It's actually a mouse. Today I wanted to play it in monochrome, and monochrome is interesting because it's just black and white, but it has a higher resolution, so they have more gray, different kinds of gray, and I'm excited. Yeah, I would say I start now, and I wanted to start from the very beginning with putting in the floppy disk number 1, and here we are. I open up the first floppy disk, and there it is, monkey.prg, monkey.program, and let's go. I hope you can hear that. This floppy disk reading sound is like the sound of my childhood when I played. So good. Obviously, it's my favorite version of the soundtrack. In these credits, we have our Atari ST port credit. Dan Filner. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan Filner, for porting the game to Atari ST. I love it. You see the intro and then you have to load again. I love this so much. And you hear the floppy disk loading. And here is the first room. And look at the frame rate. Because of that fireplace, that animation, this is a slow scene. And here you can see the beautiful sunset that the VGA version doesn't have. And of course, in monochrome, it doesn't look that amazing, but you can see a little bit. Okay, the sun's setting here. And so in this playthrough, I called this playthrough a stroll through Mêlée Island, which is what I want to do. But I like to be in this island and hang out in it. And I will talk more about it later, but this is like why this is my favorite of the Monkey Island games. And my favorite game overall, because this is like a world that feels real. And I love hanging out in it. And I love when I can hang out in video games. Here's one of the many moments throughout the whole island that I like. I like looking in the distance. I always want, like, I like seeing places in the distance and wonder where it is on other screens, if we can see that. Like, I can imagine if I could look through that ceiling, I might see the stairs that go up to the lookout, for example. And I like thinking about what this cliffside is compared to the title screen. And yeah, to me, there's a place back there, and I wish I could go there. Oh, this screen is so good. I wonder, I always remember the walking pirates. They should, yeah, they are also in. You can hear them opening doors. Gosh. So this game has pedestrians. Isn't that amazing? This is such an old game, but it has a city that lives. And there are people walking around, going from left to right. They all look different. They're like randomized. I like when you can hear a door off screen, that someone is opening a door that you can't see. It just feels alive. And what I also love is you can see some window lights going on and off. This window up here in the upper right corner should. I think the light went off here just now. And yeah, this city is just alive. There's a church. I like that when you go to the church, it's always empty, other than in the end of the game. But you can see people walk in and out there, so you know that it just feels like it for me that, or like people go to the store. There are people browsing the store right now. And where's this person going? Store? Yeah, he also. Now there are two guys in the store. There's a third one. Who's that? Is he also going to the store? No, he passes. But there's another one. He goes to the store. Man, the store is today. It's packing. Look, someone left that door open. It's so funny. That is funny to me, or like interesting to me. Like the NPCs walking around here. Sometimes they don't close the door, apparently. Still 10 o'clock. This is a nice pirate. He closes the door. Good one. Ooh, a circus. I love a circus. This is really nice how like things are connected in this world. There's a poster for a circus. And there's a circus on the island. You can actually go there. It's so cool. So, here is another detail that I love so much. And it just makes this world more, or like hanging out in this world more real. If you go hover over places, then what it says right now over the circus is saying Lichtung, which is like just lights. And it doesn't say circus because Guybrush hasn't been there yet to know that it's a circus. And here it says fork, not forest. Guybrush doesn't know that the house of the Sockmaster is here, so we can't hover over it. The bridge is there, but Stan's boat sail place is also just called lights. And here it's just house. This too again. I don't know why this works so much, but especially in color. This works much better in color, but the monochrome is still very effective to me. But the forest is so huge overall. I mean, Mêlée Island is gigantic in this game, and the whole the forest generator that I think is made out of 3 slices always works, and the fireflies, so good how they fly between background and the foreground here. Yo, this is so good. It really feels like I'm going into a deep forest, and I think it's important to see the sky. I don't know what it is about this seeing the sky, but it's something that I think adds to the depth. Like I feel like this forest sequence just feels like there is. Oh, it's always a good sign that the disk is loading. Then you know, like, oh, I'm in a special room now. Nice sound. But yeah, what I wanted to say is like this forest sequence. It really feels like that Mêlée Island is 80% forest to me. Right? It's just a giant forest island with a town in the corner and a house in that corner, and there's a bridge, and there's another house in a different corner, and there's a tiny island next to it, but mostly it's forest, and it's I love that so much about this game for some reason. And whoa, new shot of the forest where you are very tiny, and look, and you have now huge trees. You see the sky here again. Look at this huge tree that is so far in the distance it's barely seen, but it's huge. This one too. Gosh. But first, let's go back there. This is like things I don't do anymore because I know the solution by heart. But I like going places. I clicked everywhere back then. I wanted to go on the other side here. And look how different. You rarely see, if you know the solution, you rarely see this version of the game where like Guybrush is so tiny in the background of this mansion. It's yeah. Thank you for watching me talk about these things. Really, that means a lot. Another thing that I like is I do enjoy long walks in games. I like them. I don't use the shortcuts when I play Return to Monkey Island. I sometimes run in Return to Monkey Island, but I like not rushing and just having to invest that time, because to me this makes this makes the world feel big. And the more I try to skip ways, the less I feel the whole place. So I actually like that I have to walk so much back and forth. I really like that. Yeah, this is a nice detail. Smirk and Carla fought on Port Royal. I really like this tiny bit flavor of like there are people who have relationships on this island, and there's like Carla knows Captain Smirk, and they had their own adventures on other places before. That's so cool. But I must say, nobody came that far yet. She looks beautiful. She looks stunning. I love it. And in monochrome, it's so good. Look, it's so good. Lookout told me about your rival. Yeah, also nice. This matters. These details matter. I'm not joking. I love how she says the lookout talk to her. Like people are talking off screen. This is so good. This world is alive, I tell you. Echo. Echo. So good. Okay, mach ich. Special animation there. I always love special animations. Look how huge that explosion was. Did you hear that loading just now? That was the game loading this font, this specific font, just for this joke. It had to load that joke. It's so good. Isn't it amazing to play it on an old machine? To feel these things? It's so good. Let's see. I think the troll is gone now, right? Yeah, I like that you can go there again. I like the little bit. It's not a mystery, but it does make me wonder. Like, where is he? Why did he leave? Doesn't he have to guard the bridge? I don't know. That's a mystery for me. I like that. And I talked about this before, didn't I? Well, I talk about this again. Look at the depth of the screen. Man, it's so good. What's behind that door? Only 4 employees. Oh boy, I want to go in there. See what's in there. Only 4 employees. So I played Return to Monkey Island, obviously, and I love it. And I haven't played The Secret of Monkey Island or any other Monkey Island since, but It's interesting how different this game now feels in retrospect, knowing what this alley is right now and how what we see is different from, or it depends on what Guybrush is experiencing. Isn't it amazing if you now think about playing? You played Return to Monkey Island and now you're back here and you're like, this is a place I will sword fight Carla in the future, and I will borrow some of her books there. And there's a book here that is important in Return to Monkey Island that we can't use right now, but it is there. Isn't that cool? This place, if you finished Return to Monkey Island and see this right now, gives me goosebumps, really. Like what this place means. I really like that there are streets you go, there's an alley you can go, there's a bridge you can go to, there are forest rooms, there's so many rooms in the forest, and they are, that makes, like, the world is just huge. It doesn't feel like a later LucasArts adventure game where like every room that you see fulfills a very specific role. But here it's more like there are two streets, there's a dock, there's a store, there's a jail, there's a church, there's an alley. They're like very just places. That's what what makes this game or that world feel more real to me. I haven't really talked much about this out loud. I streamed this game together with Jake Rodkin a couple years ago, but even then it was hard for me to say what this world makes me feel. But yeah, this is why I want this stream to be like a stroll through Mêlée Island. I don't want to, it's not a walkthrough, but more like, let's hang out in this world, because this world feels real and there are people living there. And when you leave this room, they, in my mind, continue to walk around. And it's not just a video game that is about Guybrush. It's Guybrush inside a world. Oh look, the sun set. The sun is gone. And yeah, thank you all for coming. That was really fun. Thank you for listening, for letting me gush about Mêlée Island. This is a very important thing, and I still feel like I could talk much more about it. And it's a very well made piece of art. It's good. Anyway, I hope you have a nice day and have a nice rest of the weekend. Bye.